The following is a production of the University of Minnesota, driven to discover.
Hi, this is David Arendale, your host for the Peer Assisted Learning Groups podcast. Thanks for spending some time with us today. This episode introduces us to Paige, who's a student study group leader. Her major is marketing with a minor in graphic design. Her career aspirations include business event design, marketing manager, or marketing analyst. Her hobbies include reading, hiking, and art. Paige is a study group leader for an economics course. She shares how her work experience has increased her communication skills. This is part 5 of a 6-part series featuring the MavPASS program at Minnesota State University at Mankato. MavPASS is their institutional name for supplemental instruction. Let's listen in on our conversation. Well, hi, everyone. We've got Paige here from Mankato. She's going to be sharing with us about her experience as being a peer study group leader. So why don't we start off, Paige? Tell us about what are you studying in college?
Yeah, I am a current junior studying marketing, graphic design, and business analytics.
Where do you think that may lead you for a career? I realize each of those are careers, but is there something more specific that may lead to?
Yeah, my current internship right now is with graphic design. I'm working with Taylor Corp in North Mankato, but I'm really interested in working for external advertising or an agency with focus on external advertising and analyzing campaigns and different effectiveness between different external companies. So that's something I'm more interested in and focused on.
Is a part of any of this social media? Pardon a question from a naive older person.
Is it related to social media? Is that what you said?
Yes.
So definitely, I want to focus on multi-channel, so social media, just having like a website, and just having different modes, whether that be traditional or newer types of advertising.
Well, excellent. Well, why did you decide to become a study group leader?
It's kind of a weird question. I started at the pilot program, so it was the fall of 2019, and I was basically just nominated after they figured out like I want to start this at Mankato. So I was nominated by my past microeconomics professor based on my grades and my participation in the class. That was with the class that I supported right off the bat. So it was also an interest of mine and just kind of an opportunity that I wanted to pursue and see if the values of the program aligned with mine, and they definitely do. So I thought it was a really great opportunity at the start.
Did you ever have earlier experiences where you tutored other students?
Not entirely specific to like college. There were times when I've always been an academic student. I've helped definitely friends in the past. I work with elementary kids in Mankato. So I guess you could say I help kids with their homework in times. Not entirely.
Well, I oftentimes find that there's a background pattern of where study group leaders, like lots of other students who work on campus, have previous experiences with volunteering and working with younger children, and you really fit the bill right on that then. So it's a pattern of wanting to help other people. Okay, well, tell us about the college course that you're supporting and why is it challenging for many students?
Yeah, so I am still supporting microeconomics. I have in the past done financial accounting as well. Currently, I'm with microeconomics this semester, and it's historically difficult in the sense that we kind of gear classes on high DFW rates, which is like obtaining a D, an F, or withdrawing from the class, so lower grade levels. In the pre-COVID stages, the course was solely based on 3 exams, and the professor made all of the exams himself. He proctored it pretty heavily. They were very challenging exams. Since moving online with COVID, it's been the most challenging part has been the homework assignments for the students, in the sense that they're kind of more open book. They have to type out the answers in that kind of sense. And the exams are online, they're multiple choice. And so, yeah, it's definitely changed throughout the time I've been with MavPASS, but there's been a bunch of different factors leading to the challenging of the course.
You know, you can kind of divide your career before and after COVID in terms of probably the things that happen not only within the classroom, you just explained that, but also within what you do with your sessions.
Mhm.
So my next question is, what are one or two of your favorite study session activities that are effective in helping students to learn? And you can either choose them before or after you went online.
Yeah, definitely. Starting in person, I really like to do like small group work, kind of rotating out activities so that we can go through a lot of information, and then kind of coming back together at the end of the session and kind of reviewing material, going over any like concerns, any questions. That's really was my go-to when I was in person, and just kind of going a bunch of different topics so that the students got a good like their foot in the water and understanding all the different concepts of the material covered that week. After COVID, it's really hard to do small groups. I mean, you could do breakout rooms, but I think with the Zoom fatigue and everybody not super motivated and not as motivated as they were before, I think it's better to keep in the main screen to do more assigned work in a sense. One of the strategies I really like to use is called peer discussion leader. You kind of just give the student a task or a couple of different students different tasks, and then give them time, 5 minutes to research on Google, research in their textbook, research on D2L or anything of the course material, and then come back and kind of have them explain it, have them be the experts, and having them explain the material again. If they, especially if they didn't know the concept before, they can look and explain more than they knew at the beginning of the session. So yeah, those are kind of my go-tos.
Well, I realized Dr. Jacoby, your program director, did
Mhm.
extensive training, and I understand you have mentors and you have team meetings. Well, where did you learn about these activities?
So at the beginning, or we've always had these strategy cards that she, I think, got from the University of Missouri or something along those lines. And we always reference those for strategies and collaborative learning techniques while planning. But a lot of the times too, I like to be creative with my marketing degree. I love to be creative and kind of just think of different ways of thinking about things. How can I make this engaging, especially when we're on Zoom and everybody's just wants the material and they want it to be engaging and they want it to be memorable.
Well, thanks. Now we're going to turn this one question back to you.
Mhm.
That is, based on your experience as a study group leader, how are you developing personally and professionally?
Yeah, MavPASS has definitely allowed me to become more patient. One of our core facilitation skills is wait time. So it's definitely hard for me as somebody that's an expert or more knowledgeable in the material. I have to kind of step back and allow the students to do more of the talking. And it's definitely allowed me to become a better listener as I have to redirect some of the questions if they're not obtaining the knowledge that they're supposed to or not correctly stating something right. It's definitely allowed me to build communication skills.
Well, very good. And I think those are going to be skills that are going to serve you well in your personal life as well as your future professional life. As we wrap this all up, I'd just like to let you have the final word, and that is, what is something that you'd like to say to your fellow study group leaders who are around the world?
Yeah, I would definitely say that you're making a huge impact. A bunch of these students are coming because it's a resource to them. Whether it's free or not, you're making a huge impact on the students' lives. So it's just a great experience.
Thanks for spending a few minutes with us together here. Best wishes for your future personal and professional life.
Thank you so much.